sunlight hurts my eyes.
Hey guys, and we're back. I'm here today with Nejc,
Hey guys.
and we're gonna talk about Lord of the Rings Online, which is a really strong MMORPG. I think it's pretty good. It's better than Rift in my opinion.
Yeah,
You
it
can play
looks
it
pretty
for
good.
longer. You can play it for a longer time. You can keep on playing it, never gets boring. Which I've heard of Rift, which does get boring as soon as you get leveled and there's nothing to do anymore. So you can see a whole lot going on right now, because this is an instance. I'm not sure what's like the name for a raid or something in World of Warcraft, when you're gonna do a big thing with bosses and shit.
Oh yeah, it's called a raid. Nothing special.
Well, this on Lotro it's called raid or instance.
Yeah,
But
same
I
there.
think it's actually officially called a raid. It's called Ost Dunhoth, or whatever you pronounce it, OD. And it's one of the toughest. It's the toughest raid in whole the game, because it has 4 tiers, I think, 4 major bosses like this one, which is fear, and it uses a lot of fear, so you need anti-fear potions and shit. And it's really hard. You need coordination, because if someone messes up, you can be lost, if you get what I mean. You really need teamwork, and that's why the volume is muted, because I recorded this on my friend's account, who was over at my place, who was doing this instance, and he's level 65. He has like 4 level 65, which is the highest level in Lotro. So you can compare to 4 level 80s, I think, in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And anyways, this was a Dutch clan, so I didn't want to let them be on, because you would hear them talk Dutch, and that isn't really interesting. But anyways, they were talking a lot over TeamSpeak. So yeah, that's pretty much everything about this instance you need to know, or this raid.
So tell me about the game, like the basics.
So of course, obviously, you can choose from 4 what's it called? 4 races: the elf, the dwarf, the hobbit, and mankind. And then you can choose classes, and either of them, all of them, start in a different region. No, I think, wait, elves and dwarves start approximately in the same region, only not at the very first beginning, like the tutorials in a different place. And the mankind and hobbits start at the same region, so they are a bit kind of different. But it's different from World of Warcraft, because in World of Warcraft you can play the Horde and
Alliance.
oh yeah, the Alliance, but you can play it like they're like almost exactly the same as how you play it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Level, because like here you're just the good ones, like the mankind, elves, hobbits, or dwarves. They are all friends, they don't hate each other or whatever. And you can play the creeps or the monsters, and then you'll be anything: a spider, an orc high kind of things. But they only live in a certain area and they can't get out of it. Why? I don't know why. That's the only thing that sucks a bit, because when you start to play as a monster, you actually start as a level 65, but you're rank 0, which means you, in health and shit, you are level 65, and in default damage. But skills, you start with 5 skills or something, just like a normal human would do, and you have to rank up by killing freeps, what they are called, or the humans. Oh,
No.
humans, elves. We call them freeps and creeps. Creeps are the bad guys, freeps are the good guys. Free people, and I don't know, but creeps is just for creeps, I don't know.
Okay, so what class is he playing?
He's playing a minstrel right now, so he's healing a lot. He's only healing. Oh, like this? Is this the poison boss? There always has to be someone on one of these plateaus. Can you see these?
Yes.
There's always, and you can't stand with 2 on one of them. So there's like 2 seconds which you have, so they have to jump on and jump off right at the same time. So they have to coordinate it. They have to say now, and then they have to jump on and jump. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah,
they fail the boss because it collapses. But everyone also wants to be on these plateaus because you don't get poison damage here. Oh, he has to get off quickly. No, I think it were like 5 seconds, so you have some time, but still, if you mess up, you'll die, and everyone dies. But anyways, in the water you get fear or poison damage, I mean, and that's really annoying, especially when you're a healer. So it's most logical that he would be on plateaus as much as he could, but everyone needs to be on plateaus so they can. I don't know why. I'm not an expert in this game. My highest account is actually level 50 something.
Yeah. So wait, how big is the world actually? The maps and shit.
The world is pretty massive. I think it's definitely the same as World of Warcraft size. You have a lot of different regions. You start, of course, by like. There are always like at least 2 regions for approximately the same level. You can already go to 3rd and 4th region on the same level. It's like another region is a higher level, of course. It gets harder and harder. And on level 60 to 65, there are tons of regions. There are like a lot of regions which you actually need level 60 to get in. And some regions like vary a lot. Like from level 50 to 60, and it seems like, oh yeah, but all level 60s can go into the level 65 regions or not, or 65 instances, but really there's a big difference in between level 60s and level 65s. And even though one person might seem as level 65, which he is, but if he would fight another level 65, it could actually he could actually lose really easily, because the items are very important in this game. So you can be a level 65 with noob items, and then you can still be noob because you can just dumbassly level by doing some quests and shit.
Oh,
The armor, that's where it never gets boring, because you can barely ever have the best armor in the game, and you always keep on going. In these instances, that's why you would do these raids to get armor, and there's only a small chance you get it because there's like 16 people, so it's like 1 on 16 chance to get it. So sometimes you just waste your time if you get nothing, or nothing you actually want. But it's fun to do, I guess, because I don't do it too often myself, because the raids. The raids before level 60 and level 65, they are big, but they are not that hard that you need coordination. You can do it with strangers, which I do all the time. Only these instances need to be done by a clan. It's just impossible to do it with strangers who don't have voice chat. You get what I mean?
yeah, I don't.
Is it the same in World of Warcraft?
Well, pretty much, yeah.
So let's see what else I can talk about. The leveling, and of course, it's Lord of the Rings Online. They don't fade away the Lord of the Rings story. It's pretty much you can see coming back, but just a bit differently. You meet up with Gandalf, and in this game he's called Strider, but I think it's and that's just like Aragorn in the first part of the movie where he's called Strider. But later on you discover, oh, that's Aragorn, just as in the movie. But and it's like you have the storyline quests. Wait, you have like separated quests would just get you XP and money and shit. But you also have book quests or volume quests. So you have volume 1 and volume 2. Those are 2 different parts of the story. And book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5, and then book 1, chapter 1, that's like 1 quest. Chapter 1, chapter 2 would be a second quest, but they are always really big. You always get really big rewards. They also include a lot of instances, the book quests, which you need strangers to do with you at least. I don't know, is it the same also in World of Warcraft? And you have like unimportant quests which are just for XP and money and items, and like more important quests?
Well, not really. I think the quests are pretty much equal in WoW. So
that's a different dimension, I guess, and Lotro, which is really awesome, because like you always try to do the other quests, but you always end up going for the book quests because they are the more important, and the book quests actually lead you from region to region. So when you do the book quest, you already go from region. That's mostly where I do my quests. I just do it on my tour to the regions of my book, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. So wait, what class did you play like back in the day when you played this?
A runekeeper. I started out with a hunter, the also old ranger, but he turned out not to be that exciting. I stopped playing it at like level 40, I guess, and I started playing runekeeper, another mage, which is DPS orientated, but who can also heal a bit, and if you have it good armor for it, and then traits, I think they're called, I don't know if it's the same, which are like bonuses, you can also do decent healing in small instances, but not in these kind of instances. But as you can see now, I think this is the fear boss. Do you see these elephants or mumakils kinda?
Yeah.
It was actually a race against time. You had to be quick because they would kill you just before with the fences and shit. They had to kill the smaller bosses and then turn over a lever so they wouldn't get killed by the mumakil, because otherwise they would lose. And they're pretty annoying. But I think they're not in scale, you get what I mean. 'Cause in the movie it's like 30 times as big or 40. Here's like 3 times. Here's it's just like a normal elephant.
Yeah, I see. So wait, what's the world called? Like, the map.
Middle Earth.
Oh, right. I thought I forgot about that. 'Cause I didn't,
that was
like,
obvious.
watch all the movies. Shit.
Yes,
So-
which is really bad from you.
Yeah. So wait, the graphics seem to be decent, not like other free-to-play MMORPGs.
Well,
So yeah,
it's not even that high, but it's not actually on high because my friend put it on low just to be sure, so we don't have any lag, because you don't want the least thing you want to have is lag in such a big raid, because it might really kill your whole team. So that's why he put it on low. But the what's it called? The details are really high when you put it in ultra high, which I normally play when I'm just doing quests. Which says, like, for example, remember when we did Rift?
yes.
It was already playing on pretty low and I still had lag. There was just no way I could ever play on ultra high with Rift, and then what's the point if no one can play it? But on here I can just easily play ultra high, except for in these instances because they are really heavy. But actually what first got me started playing this game was actually because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, not like you. But seriously, that it got me so interested in it. It just didn't want the world to end. It's just like one big fantasy world, and it was so awesome. And I'm actually pretty excited for War in the North. It actually seems pretty awesome. It might not be the best RPG ever, but it's Lord of the Rings, so that's why I'm gonna buy it probably. I don't even know its release date. I forgot it. But do you know War in the North? Lord of the Rings, War in the North.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
It's another Lord of the Rings RPG. Oh, it's not even came out yet. I think they had like, I remember first hearing about it 2 years ago, and I've been following it, and I got tired. I didn't know when it was going to be released, but it's going to be released this year. But it's coming to its end, and see you guys next time for our next commentary.
See ya.